Hello and welcome to the Steve Bonnet's TV studio, coming to you live, RCTV. We've got the live broadcast of number 3 Springford versus number 6 Upper Merion. I am Anthony Bamford, joined by Matt Dunn. And the last time these two teams met, Upper Merion won 80-77 in an overtime thriller. Tell us a little bit about that game, Matt.
Unfortunately for the Rams, Madison Tatum went off. We had Colin Bowman go off. We had two guards that played really well for the Vikings. Late in the game, the Rams could not find their way past them. We had Trey Medeiros foul out, which was costly for the Rams. He's probably their leading player, leading scorer. Yeah, Bamford, what are they going to need to do tonight to get a win? For
Springford, they're just going to have to play hard. They're without Zach Strachey. Unfortunately, he's sick with the flu. So they're without Zach Strachey. So Trey Medeiros is obviously going to have a big game. And Trey Medeiros is capable of having that. But players like Pat Kovaleski, Tyler Schlingo, Jake Cressley, they're all going to have to step up and have big games.
Nate Santiago might have to slide right into that starting lineup, and he's going to need to play well for the Rams to have any chance tonight. Upper Merion's hot, coming off a big win. They beat PJP, ended their streak. Springford also beating a Boyertown team they'd already lost to, and not just beating them, blowing them out. They're going to need everybody to step up to have any chance tonight against Upper Merion.
Definitely. And for Springford, it's being able to contain Colin Bowman and Madison Tatum. And that last game when they played, Colin Bowman was on fire. I think he only missed 3 3-pointers, and he had like 5 of them. And to shoot like that is crazy. So for Springford, they're definitely going to have to guard the perimeter and just make sure they match Upper Merion's intensity. We should have a good game for you. We're going to throw it down to Nick and John for the call. Number 3 Springford versus number 6 Upper Merion.
And then you can talk about Upper Merion, then Springford. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ram Nation Gymnasium. Tonight we have a huge packed playoff matchup. Your Springford Rams are hosting the Upper Merion Vikings, who haven't been in the playoffs since 2015-2016 basketball season. Tonight, starting for your Upper Merion Vikings, number 1, Ty Jones, number 2, Lucas Kim, number 11, Madison Tatum, number 14, Colin Bowman, number 24, Nick Shepard. And for your Springford Rams, number 2, Trey Medeiros, number 3, Tyler Schlingo, number 4, Pat Kovaleski, number 5, Michael Fitzgerald, and number 31, Jake Cressley. So, John, what do you have for us on the Upper Merion Vikings?
For the Upper Merion, last time, the story of this game was Colin Bowman, who scored 30 points against Springford and hit the game-winning 3 in overtime, which was a very tough loss for Springford. But, I really think that what Springford's going to be focused on is guarding the perimeter, especially on Bowman. He's a really good – they have some really lethal three-point shooters.
Yeah, John, you said it. Bowman went off for 30 points, and that's impressive in and of itself. Even some of the guys in the NBA don't do that every night. This guy just had a heck of a game, and it was, when they played each other on January 23rd, about 2 weeks ago, it was crazy. Like you said, Schlingo had a turnover late, 4 seconds left in overtime. Bowman gets the ball around the perimeter, knocks it down as the clock hits triple zeros. It was insane. It was an electric game. Super fun. This one's going to be good tonight.
Yeah, it really is, especially because Upper Merion, who started off really slow, started off at 3-5 on the season, and then right after they turned 3-5, they just caught a hot streak, won 5 straight. Big win against PJP a couple last week or 2 weeks ago. Big game for them. They're just really hot recently, so Springford's just got to come out with some high intensity. They just got to show that they want it more than Upper Merion, because Upper Merion definitely wants this win.
Absolutely, John. But for your Springford Rams, we talked about they're losing someone critical tonight. Zach Strachey out. He's sick. I've been told he has the flu. What do the Rams have to do?
For the Rams, it's a really tough loss for them. It throws off their rotation a bit, and Schlingo, as you guys heard, is going to be in the starting lineup. But other guys, I talked to Tally before the game, and he just said that other guys are going to have to step up, because he told me that Strachey is the quarterback of this offense, and he really is the quarterback of this offense. So other guys like Medeiros, Fitzgerald, Schlingo are really just going to have to step up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw Trey Medeiros wins the tip for the Rams. Schlingo gets the ball, gives it off to Kovaleski, and the Rams really have this nice passing here with the offense. They move the ball very quickly. Kovaleski drives, picks up his dribble, throws up 2 points, and it's good.
He's got a great mid-range game, Kovaleski does. Just anywhere from really inside the three-point arc, he's just money from.
Oh, if he's in the paint, game over. Ty Jones brings it up the court for the Vikings, flips it off to Lucas Kim, and now Bowman. There's the man that put up 30 last time against the Rams. He's one to watch tonight. Excellent perimeter shooter. Shepard now gives it back to Bowman. He's being guarded. With no shot clock, they can hold it for as long as they want. Upper Merion really not penetrating.
Yeah, they're really taking their time here.
Yeah,
Reminds me of the PV game earlier in the season.
yeah. Hopefully this one starts to pick up some heat, get a little exciting. They're just passing around, trying to find any sort of penetration into the middle. Springford, great job defensively here early on. Jones down in the middle, gives it up. Tatum puts down the dribble. Now the ball with Kim on the far side of the court. Vikings really not trying to go forward.
There's really no off-ball movement here. They're just walking back and forth. Nothing's really happening.
Maybe they watched some tape and found the PV tape and saw it was a close game. Jones in the corner, almost double teamed. Now Kim gives it back to Jones, who drives. Is blocked by Kovaleski. He goes straight up, and now Medeiros comes up with it. Shalingo crossing half court. Gives it to Fitzgerald. 3, and no good.
Oh.
Off the rim. We need to get him going early. And Bowman is fouled. Oh, he's called for travel. Thought he was fouled by Kovaleski. I thought he was fouled too. Great job defensively there from Kovaleski.
Yeah, I thought they were probably going to call the foul, but he walked before the foul happened, so they just called the travel there.
Yeah, makes sense. Can't give him 3 points. Shalingo, guarded by Kim, now gives it to Medeiros, who finds Kovaleski down low. Puts a move on. Can't get it to go. And that one will be last touched by Upper Merion. Springford ball.
Yeah, I feel like Upper Merion's goal going into this game was really just to slow down Springford's high-powered offense, which I understand, but you can't wait that long.
Yeah, right?
You got to score some points in the game.
Kovaleski can't get the short-range jumper to go, and Shepard picks up a rebound as he flips it to Kim, who crosses half court. Bowman with the ball in his hands, now Jones. Bowman's the man you want the ball to have if you're the Vikings. He's very dangerous. Jones flips it to Bowman for 3. Can't get it to go. Cressley gets the rebound for the Rams. He's been very big lately, sophomore.
He has been really big down low. He just has that presence down there.
Medeiros tries to go off the glass, a little hard. 2-0, the Rams lead here with 4:36 left to go in the opening frame. Tatum flips it to Shepard. They're looking for Bowman, but he's double teamed. Kim gives it to Jones. Step back, doesn't pull up. Upper Merion starting to move the ball a little faster now as Shepard knocks down a 3. Upper Merion takes the lead 3-2 here with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, excuse me. Kovaleski sheds a defender off a screen from Medeiros. Now Cressley puts one on for Shalingo, who drives. 3 from Shalingo. He's knocked down. No good. Jones brings the ball up for Upper Merion. Gets double teamed and now brings it back out. He resets. It's a very slow-paced Upper Merion offense, John.
Yeah, they're really just taking their good old time here.
Kim for 3, and it's good. 2 threes on back-to-back possessions for the Upper Merion Vikings. That's something they like to see.
It just seems like they're just going to keep driving here and waiting for those threes. They're just going to play the 3-ball here in this game.
Kovaleski goes to the hoop. Can't get the N1 to go. He'll take 2 shots at the line.
He's just so good at that, isn't he? Driving the paint and getting fouled. I mean, I think he's probably, him and Medeiros are probably the 2 best at getting to the rim and getting fouled and getting those shots.
I would say so, yeah. They've got great handles, and they're quick too. It's not like they're big guys. They're pretty quick for their size.
That they are.
Kovaleski knocks down the first. 3-point game with 3:13 left to go in the opening quarter. It's been rather slow.
It really has. I mean, 6-3 in over halfway through the first quarter. The last game, Upper Merion scored 70.
I know.
Or, no, 80 actually.
80. Springford put up 77 on him. I mean, it went to overtime, granted, but
Yeah.
still.
Still.
That's nuts for a high school game.
Yeah.
Jones brings the ball up for the Vikings. He's running point. Calls up a play. Santiago's guarding him. Kim with the ball in his hands now. Hands it off to Bowman. They're going to run a little bit of shuffle passes here. Lucas Kim on the near side. Gives it to Jones. Upper Merion not even trying to penetrate.
I'm not really sure what they're trying to do here.
I haven't been able to figure it out yet. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
You want to attack the hoop, but they're not moving. Doesn't make sense. Shepard, guarded by Medeiros, step back, doesn't pull up. Now Kim with the ball, and they're going to bring it back out.
I mean, if you're going to stand up there at the top of the point, you'd think that there'd at least be some off-ball movement or something just to keep them moving on defense.
When I talked to Upper Marion's coach pre-game, he said he wanted them to react and he wanted them to want it more than Springford. I don't understand how this is. I don't get it. I mean, yes, they're winning, but it's a very low-scoring game, which means that the score could change easily.
Yeah. I mean, I would have thought that this would be like high intensity, driving
Like
to the
last time.
basket, But
I
they
wish it was
just-
like last game, just threes left and right.
Yeah.
Just raining threes. Shepard puts a move on Medeiros, and Santiago gives it to Jones. He drives, flips it out to Tatum. Gets around Shalingo. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Fitzgerald, and now the Rams come onto the offensive side of the ball. And immediately things pick up. Medeiros has that one knocked away. He gives it to Santiago, who goes up and he's blocked. Medeiros, last touched by him. It'll be Upper Merion ball with 1:11 to go.
I mean, at the rate this is going, I wouldn't be surprised if Upper Merion tries to hold it for the rest of the quarter here.
I mean, they just held it for 2.5 minutes, so yeah. Kim brings it up the floor, guarded by Shalingo. I guess they want the Rams to press. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
it is. Kim, missing badly. And it's rebounded by Santiago. Kovaleski to Shalingo in the corner for three. No good. Fitzgerald and Medeiros unable to come away with it. And now Tatum is going to be called for a foul as Shalingo ripped it out of his hands.
I think Shalingo just really wanted to get that ball back. Didn't want to have to wait there for another 40 seconds. Just saw an opening and just tried to go for it, and he got the foul call.
Yeah. It wasn't a shooting foul, so Tatum inbounds to Shepard, who's working on Fitzgerald. And now Jones goes to the glass. Has that one hit out of his hands. It'll be Upper Merion ball under the backboard. Can you believe that I'm saying it's 6-4 with 33 seconds left to go in the opening quarter?
I physically can't believe you. I'm speechless right now.
10 combined points. That one's stolen by Kovaleski. Bad inbound pass by Jones. And I'm curious to see now if the Rams are going to try and hold this one out, which seems like they will. As they just hand the ball off to each other here. Try and find some space. Kovaleski out to Fitzgerald for three. No good. 6 seconds left. Shepard brings it up the court. He flips it to Bowman out of bounds. 1.5 seconds to go. Rams ball. Santiago for three. It's a long one. No good. At the end of the first frame, 6-4 to the Upper Merion Vikings leading here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. We'll be back with more action after the break.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in.
Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back to Ram Nation Gymnasium. I'm Nick Elsner here with John Zwislak. And through the first frame of basketball, 10 combined points. This is probably the lowest scoring game we've ever seen.
I'm speechless right now. I came into this game thinking we were going to see another high-scoring, high-powered three-ball game, and it just hasn't been that at all. I mean, we were talking in the break.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really just I think they're just waiting for the Rams to press. They saw something in the Rams press that they can break, and are just waiting for that, honestly.
And the other thing that we thought of was that maybe they're just trying to completely upend the Rams' offensive rhythm, which, I mean, I guess it's working.
I mean, they've only scored 4 points, but I mean, they've only had 5 possessions,
Yeah,
so it's
I
kind of
mean-
hard to score more than 4 points.
It just doesn't make sense. Rams really starting to come out here on the defensive side of the ball, getting a little bit more aggressive, and they need to be, you know?
Yeah.
Upper Marion's just going to hold it. Got to go out and get it.
You can't let them hold it for the entire quarter. You gotta eventually get aggressive.
Jones, wide open three, hits it. That's 3 3-balls by the Upper Merion Vikings. That's it.
I mean,
100% from the field.
yeah. I mean, they're just a 3-point shooting team, and you think that they take more shot attempts for being a 3-point shooting team.
Medeiros found down low, lays it up and in for 2.
That's a good take there. Really gets them back, and you know that hadn't scored a basket in a while. It's a great bucket there from Medeiros.
Absolutely. That's exactly what the Rams need here. They just need to take what they can get. Don't worry about shooting the 3-ball well. If you can get inside, take it. Bowman guarded by Kovaleski. Now the ball's in Jones' hands. The Rams are running a zone. Kim decides not to, but Bowman will pull the trigger. He's short, rebounded by Medeiros, and now Santiago will bring it up the court for the Rams. Shalingo to Medeiros on the inside. Short-range jumper off the glass. The bank is open, John.
That's what we like right there from Medeiros. Just drive and just take the jumper. If they're giving that to you, we'll take it all day.
Jones brings the ball up the court for the Vikings, 8-9 here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. The Vikings have a 1-point lead. Seems like the Rams have sort of figured out how to play this Upper Merion waiting style of offense.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to call it.
They've really just started to like come out on them more at the 3-point line. They're not just sitting back. They're putting hands in their face and putting pressure on them.
Santiago fouls Jones. He'll head to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Boyertown basketball heading into Ram Nation Gymnasium to watch. We've got a full house here for the most part.
Yeah, we really do. A lot of people on both ends for both teams.
We're going to take another look at this foul here.
This is the foul here by Santiago. A little bit of contact there. Good drive there from the Upper Merion player.
Yeah, Jones just beat him with a little bit of a Euro step looking move there, and Santiago knew he was beat and just reached up and fouled. Trey Medeiros off the glass again. This is one of the best games I've seen him have as of late. He had a little bit of a struggle there middle season. You know, he couldn't really get anything to go. He was still a monster on the defensive side of the ball, but he struggled offensively. But it's good to see that he's found his rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you need if, like Coach Talley said, someone's got to step up. And Medeiros is really going to have to be that guy tonight, and he's been right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I thought Scrocky was, they were really going to feel Scrocky, and maybe they did in the first quarter there. Maybe that's what was missing. Maybe it was Upper Marion's weird offense. I don't know, but whatever it is, Medeiros is taking matters into his own hands. Shalingo comes out on Jones, beats the screen. Now Shepard gives it to Kim. And the Rams very quick on defense. Jones working on Santiago. Gives it to Tatum now, who pulls it back out. And here we go again.
It's just the same thing over and over.
Oh my goodness. Foul, Shalingo gets Kim.
I mean, I've completely figured out this, not figured out, but just, it's the same thing every time. It's drive. If the lane's not there, kick back out, take it back to the top. Every time.
Tatum looking for a 3. Goes to the glass. Oh, and he's swatted by Medeiros. Oh my goodness, Medeiros got up for that one.
Oh,
I thought
my.
Tatum thought he had an open look at the basket. Now Shalingo with the wide open three, and he hits it. Springford takes the lead, 13-11. Wow, what a series of events.
I mean, that's exactly what you want from Shalingo. After Scrocky goes out, just he's going to need to step up with these with his threes. We're gonna go back and look at that block. Oh no, look at the three. My bad. Here's Shalingo. You see, he's just wide open, standing there. It's just a perfect stroke. He goes right in. Perfect three.
I mean, a great response by the Rams there. Medeiros gets up on defense there. I talked about him being a defensive monster. Well, there he is. He said hello to Lucas Kim right in his face, and that started it all for the Rams. Now they have the lead here at Ram Nation Gymnasium.
I mean, this is exactly what you wanted coming out of that first quarter. Just really start to, even on the few possessions that you have, you really want to make a statement and score some baskets.
Absolutely. And I'm curious to see, John, you know, now that Springford has found that offensive rhythm, they've figured out how to keep their offensive rhythm with this Upper Merion slow offense. Curious to see if Upper Merion starts to attack now. And Springford brings out the full court press. Tatum breaks it, gives it to Jones, and it looks like they're just going to wait for Springford to come out and get him again. Shalingo and Kim going at it a little bit. It got a little handsy. And that's one thing Shalingo needs to be careful of. He already got called for 2 fouls, or 1 foul on that. Bowman guarded by Santiago. And now, loose ball. Tatum, double teamed, gives it to Shepard. It's poked away, and Shalingo comes away with it. Great team defense by the Rams. Shalingo wide open three. Does he have the hot hand? No. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Lucas Kim. Fitzgerald strips that one from Ty Jones. What a great series from the Rams.
I mean, they're just so high-powered defensively.
Medeiros high off the glass. That's his game.
I mean, they're just really starting to put the pressure on them now, putting hands to their face, getting all over them. It just, Upper Marion's just really thrown off by it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Springford's found their rhythm now. They're good. 15-11. They lead here by 4 points. 3:17 left to go in the half. Now, Tatum, long-range three, no good. And Medeiros is filling the stat sheet. Here he goes in the open court. Santiago for three. And it's good.
Get in there.
Oh, my. Upper Merion just looks all out of whack right now, confused.
I mean, Springford's just really catching fire defensively and offensively right now, and I'm loving it.
Oh, it's great. And this is exactly the opposite of what happened last time these two teams played. Upper Merion caught fire, and Springford was trying to catch up. But
hey, I'd rather them catch fire than us catch fire
exactly,
now.
right? Shepard thought about pulling up, decides not to. Now he drives the lane, puts a spin on Medeiros, lays it up and in.
I mean, that's a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a really good move. Nothing really Medeiros could do there defensively.
Shalingo running point, filling in for Zach Scrocky. Hands it off to Fitzgerald. And the Rams now moving the ball rather quickly. Looks like they're trying to get on the inside as Upper Marion's playing his zone. Medeiros, oh, gets stuck by the rim but lays it up and in. He went for it. He really went for it all.
Oh, man, that would have been crazy if he made that dunk. But at least he got his rebound and made the layup.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care how he gets points. I just want him to get points. Lucas Kim for three. In and out. Medeiros, another rebound. And now Shalingo with the ball. Gives it to Kovaleski. He drives, flips it to Santiago for three. No good. Bowman comes away with the rebound, gives it to Kim, and now the Vikings are on the move. Guarded by Kovaleski. Gives it off to Jones now. Tatum on the far side gives it to Bowman. Upper Merion goes around handing the ball off yet again. Upper Merion has to come up with an answer. They're down 7 with 1:02 left to go in the half. And the fans starting to get loud. Some of them. Medeiros tried to block Bowman there. He's able to lay it up and in off the glass. 5-point game with 45 seconds to go. Looks like Springford's going to try and hold this one out, get one last possession before the half. Shalingo to Fitzgerald. Back to Kovaleski. So the Rams really came alive here in the second quarter, excuse me.
I mean, yeah, they really just come alive. And it's really great to see because that first quarter was just so slow.
Oh
and
my
it
gosh.
really,
It was
caught
painful.
Springford off guard.
It was painful. Medeiros realizing the shot clock's going down. They call a charge. 4.5 seconds left. Upper Merion will have one last play. 20-15, the Rams lead here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. 4.5 seconds left. Jacob Cressley just checks back in, and he's a defensive presence.
Yeah, I think they're just going to try and use his size here and make sure they can't get anything down low.
Ty Jones, last second three, off the glass, no good. That'll do it for the first half here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. John, what did you see here in the first half?
In that the first quarter, it was
yeah.
just really slow pace. Upper Merion really trying to take lower Springford's offense, give them as little possessions as possible. And then in the second quarter, Springford just really put the pressure on them, and they just forced Upper Merion to make mistakes. And as you saw, they caught fire shooting threes.
Absolutely, Springford really came on here in the second quarter. I mean, they didn't really know what Upper Merion was throwing at them there on the when Springford was on defense in the first quarter. They were confused, didn't really know. 10 points combined in the first quarter. It was weird, but Springford eventually figures it out. It's 20-15 at the half. We're going to send it up to the studio for a halftime analysis, and we'll see you back with more action at the third quarter.
Hello and welcome to the Steve Bonnet TV studio here for the halftime show. I am Anthony Bamford, joined by Matt Dunn. So Matt, what did you see in the first quarter of that game?
First quarter didn't have much going on. Springford retreated into a zone, was going to try and make Upper Merion beat them on the inside. Things picked up in the second quarter. I think Springford realized early that Medeiros is the guy they got to go to tonight to get a win.
Yeah, Medeiros with 10, playing well. Schlingo and Nate Santiago each contributed a 3. Kovaleski with 4. Those are the only scorers from Springford. For Upper Merion, Nick Shepard has 7. He leads all
I think
scorers.
Shepard's going to be the guy they have to go to get a win tonight. You saw him make the move on Medeiros. That's a good move inside. He showed the outside game. I think he seems to be the guy that has it tonight, and that seems to be the guy they want to go to.
The Rams certainly have contained Colin Bowman, who went for 30 last time these two teams met. So they've been doing good. In the second half, we really saw that tempo pick up. We talked about it was...
Well, you see the ball movement here. Santiago finding Schlingo in the corner. I think that's what they're going to have to do is go inside to Medeiros, get some people to collapse on him, and then get that ball outside and see if you can get the outside shooting going too.
Getting back, Springford only scored 6 in the first quarter, came back, scored 14 in the second quarter while holding Upper Merion to only 5. The Rams, up that defensive intensity. What were you seeing on defense for the Rams?
I think they kind of went to they didn't stay in that zone. They have like a man-zone hybrid going, and I think they've realized that if Upper Merion's going to stay on the outside, just guard that 3, put one guy in the middle, and they don't seem to have an answer for it so far, so I'd stay with it.
And Upper Merion, 3 for 6. When you compare that to last game, how they shot from 3, that is, the Rams are doing better. Upper Merion has missed more 3s than last time these two teams met. And Springford only 2 for 5 from 3, but they looked like they were picking it up. Nate Santiago had a very good stroke there. He was 1 for 2, and Tyler Schlingo was, I believe, 1 for 3, but he's picking it up. The Rams are doing well. They've got that ball movement, but you definitely like to see more involvement from more people on offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think when they come back from half, I think you keep riding Medeiros. I mean, what is he, 5 for 7? Missed a dunk. I think that's about it tonight, but I think you just got to keep going to him. They're going to keep collapsing. You have to get outside, and someone's going to have to start making shots on the outside.
Certainly, Trey Medeiros has established that presence down low. No 3-pointers for Trey. All of his baskets have come inside the paint. He's been, battling it out with Nick Shepard down low for presence in the paint, and both of them are leading their teams respectively in scoring. And so, what do you think each team is going to do at halftime for those halftime adjustments?
I think Upper Merion's going to key on Medeiros, and I think that's what's going to make Springford have to get someone to step up besides him.
And so that'll do it for us here. We are going to throw it back down to John Zwislak and Nick Elsner for the second half. 20-15, Springford leads.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RCTV's broadcast of PAC playoff basketball here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Nick Elsner joined by John Zwislak. We had a very interesting first half, John.
Yeah, that we did. You know, Upper Merion really came out really slow, but there were a lot of good things that came out of that first half. You know, you saw Trey Medeiros really come up big with that great mid-range game. Kovaleski also had some nice drives, got to the free throw line a couple times. And the three-point shooting from Santiago and Shalingo has also been great to start the half. But the one thing that the Rams really need to improve on is that perimeter defense, not letting this Upper Merion team shoot threes. That is their specialty. They have lethal three-point shooters, and they really want to limit that in this second half.
And I think Springford, to their credit, has done a great job of that so far. And Upper Merion really hasn't tried to pull the trigger at all. I mean, they've had a couple open, I wouldn't call them wide open looks, but they've had a couple of open looks where they've decided not to shoot. And it just doesn't make sense to me why Upper Marion's playing the way they are.
Yeah, especially because the way that the coach talked before the game, like you said, he said he want to come out with high intensity, you know, match Springford's attention, maybe even be more intense than them. And they just haven't been at all. They've been the complete opposite of intense.
I agree, and it doesn't make sense. Like we said, like we tried to describe we tried to brainstorm ideas on why they did that. I'm still stuck with those two. And the one option that maybe they were trying to throw off Springford's offensive rhythm just didn't work because Springford came out firing in the second quarter. They scored 16 points. So it was a very good second quarter for the Rams.
I mean, you just want to see just them keep that high intensity on offense. You know, don't try and slow down even the Upper Merion. So you want to push the pace on them and also keep that pressure on defense that they've had on them. You know, they're getting their hands in their face and forcing turnovers. That's what this defense is great at, forcing turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, they play great team defense, John. And as you saw, I mean, when the ball's on the ground, there's 2 or 3 Springford guys ready to go and grab it. Shalingo starts things off here for the Rams. Finds Fitzgerald, who looks down low to Medeiros. Oh, getting a little handsy, but doesn't matter. He lays it up and over for 2. Starts the Rams offense off right away.
Man, he looks exactly like he did earlier in the season, the first couple games. It's great to see.
Lucas Kim fires right back. He just goes right at the basket, and now it looks like Upper Marion's going to come out and attack the basket here in the second half. Kovaleski finds Medeiros inside again. He's working on Shepard, can't get it to go. He'll get his own rebound and lay it up and in for 2. That's what the fans want here. Medeiros has 14. He leads all scorers. Wow.
Man, he's really come to play in this second half in this game alone. It's great to see.
I mean, he just looks huge.
He's all over the place.
I know. Offensively and defensively, he's doing everything. Kim with the ball. Flips it out to Jones, who tries to shake Fitzgerald off of him. He'll bring it back out. And now Upper Merion stagnant yet again. Kim flips it out to Shepard. Doesn't pull up from 3, instead drives at the hoop. And it's latched touched by Kim. His foot was on the line. So the Rams will have the ball under their own backboard.
I thought that was really weird that Shepard didn't shoot that 3. I mean, he was
wide open. He was wide open.
I'm just confused. I mean, I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense. But that's okay, John. Some things don't have to make sense, you know?
I mean, I'm happy he didn't take the shot. But
we're up 7. All is good. Medeiros is a monster. Fitzgerald fade away. Can't get it to go. And now Bowman runs up the floor. Hands it off to Kim, who jogs it out to the logo. 24-17, 6:05 left to go in the third. Kim drives, floater, just off the backboard, bad miss. And now Santiago with the rebound. Gives it to you-know-who, Trey Medeiros. And now Fitzgerald to Kovaleski. The Rams really do a great job of getting everyone involved. Medeiros got up for that one. He's fouled. And they'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, like you said, they really do a great job of getting everyone involved. Everyone on the offense is a part of the offense. I mean, it's just really good to see. There's really no like top dog that you really want to just feed the ball. Everyone contributes.
Absolutely. Medeiros looking very confident tonight as we take another look at this one.
As you see, Medeiros just goes down, gets up, gets that rebound, and then just goes up strong and gets fouled. I mean, that's really what you want to see from him. Just go up and getting those rebounds. He has that high vertical, and then just going up strong. Don't fade away from the contact. Go into the contact.
And Medeiros is he's playing like a monster right now. He's all over the court. It's very fun to watch. 16 points. He leads all scorers here at McNally. Kovaleski's going to get called for a foul. His second of the game. And now Jacob Cressley will check in for Nate Santiago. So Pat Kovaleski fouls Nick Shepard there. So Ty Jones will inbound the ball on the baseline for Upper Merion. He finds Bowman in the corner, who's guarded by Cressley. Gives it to Shepard. Bowman now gets it back for three, and it's good. 6-point game here at Ram Nation Gymnasium.
I mean, that's what you expect for him, just be able to hit those shots even if you get in his face. You just got to try and limit those shots at all costs.
Springford keeping the ball with Medeiros, who nice dish to Jacob Cressley, who was left wide open as the double team came on to Medeiros.
As we look at a replay here of Trey Medeiros down low, got it to Cressley and just wide open layup there. Good feed by Medeiros.
Medeiros nice behind the back there, lays it up and in for two, 18 points. He is really popping off. I mean, what a night.
Yeah, he's got 18 now. I mean, he's just in the zone right now. There's no other way to describe it.
Single-handedly put the Springford Rams on his back. Upper Merion with seemingly no answer. As now Jones puts the ball on the court, gives it to Kim for three. Off the mark. Jones puts that one into Kovaleski's feet. He picks the ball up and now flips it to Medeiros, who drives. And he'll get fouled, head to the line.
I mean, Upper Merion just has no answer right now for Medeiros. Like, they don't know what to do. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do if I was down there. That man driving at you.
He's nuts. Trey Medeiros is going wild. Missing the first. It's a 10-point game, 30-20 here to the Rams lead with 4:21 left to go in the third. Trey Medeiros has really been the story of this game. 18 points, now 19 points. Unofficially 5 rebounds. I mean, and one stuff. He has 1 block.
I mean, just great to see.
Nice dish there by Jones, and he finds Shepard down low, who lays it up and in for 2. And now Shalingo will drive, flips it to Kovaleski, who finds Cressley down there. He's able to get a good angle and lay it up and in for 2. The Rams really playing great team basketball right now. And we've seen Shepard a couple of times now stop his shot. He's about to pull up and decides not to.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, you'd think he'd have a real confidence in his 3 after last game, but...
Shepard now takes it. No good, and Kovaleski will get the rebound. Flips it across the court to Fitzgerald, who finds Medeiros down low. And that one's given to Kovaleski. Now Shalingo for 3. No good. Foul called. Kovaleski with a push. That's his third. Unlucky.
Yeah, just an unlucky foul. Just trying to be aggressive there. Trying to box him out. Go for the rebound, but got called for the push.
Yeah, I mean, he's just playing hard, and unfortunately he gets caught in some arms and ends up getting called for a push. So Kovaleski will take a little bit of a break as Santiago comes in for him. And Jones will inbound to Tatum, who brings it up the court for the Upper Merion Vikings. 33-22 with 3:09 left to go in the third. Tatum, jumper, knocks it down. Upper Merion now showing us some nice short range or mid-range game that they have. They shot the ball exceptionally well in the first half. They went 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. And now getting some buckets down low and in the mid-range. Down by 9, 33-24 with 2:38 left to go. The Rams trying to find any separation. Santiago for 3. No good. Gets his own rebound. Finds Fitzgerald, who gives it to Shalingo. Floater, no good. Upper Merion losing that one as they throw it out of bounds. What do you see there from Upper Merion?
From Upper Merion, I mean, right there, it just seems like they're trying to push the pace a little bit as they're down by 7 now, really trying to, not 7, 9, quick math.
Math is hard.
But they're really just trying to get themselves back in it. It's just forcing that pass there a little bit too far. Just not looking good here from Upper Merion.
Medeiros all over Nick Shepard, and now Shalingo going hard at Tatum, who can't get it to go. He's being double teamed. Fitzgerald gets out of it. Flips it to Santiago, who tries to go down low to Cressley. This is just sloppy basketball from both teams. They got to settle down.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Just turnover after turnover here from both teams.
Bowman, unselfish play. Ends up in Tatum's hands now. Charles Clark hitting a huge 3 for Upper Merion.
Big man hitting the 3.
Seriously. Oh, we take another look at that one. Great form, swish, nothing but net. Santiago has that one stolen by Bowman. Euro steps his way, and 1. Shalingo picking up another foul. And Bowman, a chance for a 3-point play.
Seemed like he just was a little hesitant to take the charge there, moved his feet a little bit. Just not really what you want. You're letting Upper Merion right back into this game, giving them the momentum.
Springford's got it locked down. (33-29). 4-point game, 1:16 left to go. The Rams lead here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Bowman just adding another, so it's a 3-point game. Fitzgerald flips it to Santiago. Gives it down low to Medeiros. Foul on Nick Shepard. He's been very handsy with Trey Medeiros tonight.
I mean, at some point you gotta be handsy with him, considering how big he is and how well he's been playing.
Seriously. Nick Shepard having a word with the referee. Not happy with that call.
No, he really wasn't. He was yelling at the ref.
Checking into the game. Number 22. We don't have his name.
We do not.
I just went to look at my roster and his name wasn't there, so. We've got an unknown on the court. Shalingo picked up his dribble. Santiago comes to save him. Now Fitzgerald sets his feet for 3. Comes up short. Lucas Kim with the rebound for the Vikings. Flips it to Jones, who now finds Bowman. Steps his way to the basket, can't get it to go. Medeiros comes away with the rebound. 30 seconds to go in the third, and the Rams will hold this one out, try and get one last possession. 33-30, Rams with a 3-point lead. Bowman comes out. Santiago flips it over to Fitzgerald. Gives it to Shalingo, gives it right back. The Rams just really trying to find any opening. Shalingo to Fitzgerald for 3. Short, Santiago lays it up and in at the buzzer. What a way to end the quarter there. 35-30, the Rams go up by 5 off a last-minute bucket from Nate Santiago. We'll be back with more action in the fourth after the break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but she's putting him in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter is about to begin here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. 35-30, the Rams took a 5-point lead there off a nice last-minute play by Nate Santiago.
Yeah, great rebound there by him. I mean, it's a good thing to see that he didn't just give up on the play after the three. Just the rebound came right to him. He was ready and just put it right up and got the buzzer beater.
Great putback. I mean, heads-up play by Nate Santiago. Lucas Kim will kick things off here in the fourth quarter at Ram Nation Gymnasium. The Pack 6-man playoff. The top two teams get a bye, and the other 4 teams will play for a spot in the semifinals. Shalingo, short range, unable to get it to go. And now Jones charging down the court. He'll head to the line. Foul on Shalingo.
Shalingo not happy with that call there at all.
No way. Shalingo's third on the night. Springboard with 14 fouls. That'll matter later on in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that'll definitely come up big, especially if this game starts to get really close.
Yeah. Jones misses his first. Knocks down the second, no problem. Tyler Shalingo bringing it up the court for the Rams. Flipping it to Kovaleski, who tries to find Medeiros down low. It's poked away. Kim to Bowman. And now Clark for 3. Can't get it to go. Kovaleski taking matters into his own hands. He'll pull it out, finding Cressley down low. Shalingo with the ball at the logo. Now to Kovaleski for 3. No good. The Rams looking a little flustered. They're trying to hurry for a basket.
Yeah, they just look kind of sloppy on offense, just forcing some shots that don't need to be forced, and some shots aren't falling either, which is just unfortunate. But they're not playing like they were early in the third quarter.
Jones almost losing Fitzgerald there as he heads to the hoop. Foul called. He'll head to the line, shoot a pair of free throws. Tonight, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, Trey Medeiros really stepping up for the Rams, 19 points. Everyone else in single digits.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really come up big. He's been a leader after Scrocky. He probably found out that Scrocky was out and was like, all right, this is my time. And now he's just in the zone and just putting this team on his back. It's really good to see.
Yeah, senior leadership there really showing from Trey Medeiros. And you got 4 seniors on the floor. And the sophomore, Jacob Cressley. Jones making 1 of 2. And now Shalingo will bring it up the court for the Rams. Shalingo, another player, while his stat line doesn't show it, he really came up big here in the first quarter and second quarter of the game.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, he's going in today, didn't think that he was going to be in the starting lineup. He knew that there was a chance, but he's really been answered the call that Tally's put on him tonight.
Shalingo for 3. Can't get it to go. Shepard with the rebound, gives it to Kim, and now Bowman has it in his hands. He spins, gets a foul. Kovaleski called for a push. That's 16 fouls now on the Rams. That's going to matter.
Seems like they're starting to call quite a few fouls here.
Yeah. I mean, I would thought consistency meant through the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think things have picked up physically from
I wouldn't say
the
so.
third quarter to here. But
for 3, Bowman can't get it to go. Kovaleski picks up the rebound, runs down the court, finds Shalingo. The Rams really struggling to find a bucket. They're in a drought. Haven't scored in about 3 minutes. Medeiros breaking that, gets one to go, 37-32. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in.
Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit savethefood.com.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back to Ram Nation Gymnasium. 5:46 left to go in this one. Winner will play PJP in the semifinals of PAC basketball. Rams have a 5-point lead, 37-32. I mean, they're getting the job done, but right now it's not looking pretty.
Yeah, it's the start of this fourth quarter has really been sloppy on both ends. A lot of foul calls, a lot of turnovers. But one thing that I'd like to see Springford do in these last 5 minutes and 40 seconds is really go through Trey. It seems like they've started to go away from it at the start of this fourth. I'm not really sure why. He's really been putting the team on his back here later on this whole game.
Yeah, Medeiros with 21 points, unofficial 5 rebounds. I mean, he's just been a monster on the offensive side of the ball. He played a little bit of bully ball down low late in the first half and early on. Actually, he didn't even really get started till just before the timeout was called here, but he really came on in the second quarter.
And on the side for Upper Merion, Bowman, he's considering at 30 points last game that these two teams met. He's been left to 8 points. It's kind of surprising.
Shepard working on Cressley there, tries to bank it home, unable to do so, and Fitzgerald will come up with the rebound for the Rams. He gives it to Shalingo, who crosses half court. Finding Fitzgerald to Medeiros down low. Fitzgerald for 3. No good. Kovaleski gets bumped down low. He wants a foul. No one's called. Shalingo gets another foul called at him. Where was the contact?
I didn't see much contact, and if there was, it did not hinder the play at all. That is the call that I've disagreed with most out of any time that I've been calling any of these Springfield games.
It's just ridiculous. Gotta let the guys play.
I mean, this is insane. They've called, what, 4 or 5 fouls on them in this quarter alone?
I think 3 in this quarter. He has 4 or 5 on the night. I mean, it's free points. We take another look here. You can see, I mean, nothing happens. Bowman puts the brakes on, and Shalingo stuck with him.
I mean, that's just good defense.
Yeah.
It's not. There was barely any contact.
Bowman misses the second one. Fitzgerald picks up the rebound. Interesting, Shalingo stays in the game. Tally needs him in there, but I mean, there's still 4.5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Shalingo running point now. Gives it back to Fitzgerald. Medeiros down low. Rams moving the ball around rather quickly. Kovaleski to Medeiros. Goes down low. Doesn't get it to go. It bounces in and out.
That's just unlucky. I mean, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah. I mean, can't help it. Now Kim for 3. Knocks it down. 1-point game. 37-36 with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Rams are up by 1, hanging by a thread. Kovaleski, short-range jumper's good. Giving the Rams a buffer. 3-point game.
That's a big shot there by Kovaleski. The crowd was really starting to get into it. You could feel the pressure on Springford, and Kovaleski just took his time and just drained that mid-range shot.
Yeah. Bowman for 3. Oh my, he has heated up.
I mean, that's what you expect him to do, just hit shots like that. He's been cold all night, but he hits that one on cue.
Bowman with 12 points. If he starts to heat up, that is no good for the Rams. Kovaleski spin move. Can't get it to go. Kressley with the rebound. No good. Kovaleski trying to get 2 putbacks. Kressley has the ball hit out of his hands. No fouls called. Lucas Kim finds Shepard. Can't get it to go. Medeiros with the defensive rebound. And now Shalingo will bring it up the court for the Rams. What a series of events.
This is getting crazy in here.
Man. We're tied at 39. Kressley up and in for 2. 41-39, 2-point buffer for the Rams with 2:31 left to go in the game. Timeout called by Upper Merion. Wow.
I mean, that's just a crazy sequence of events. I mean, Springford was up by 5 and then the game was tied. It just happened in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I mean, Springford was up by 7 points and they saw their lead dissipate in seconds. I mean, Bowman got hot. He hit a couple shots. Medeiros really, I think, keeping the Rams in it, but he's got a good supporting cast out there on the floor right now.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you're Springford, you just want to not get caught up in the moment and not make a quick and bad mistake here. I mean, you got 2:40 left. I mean, this is just the crucial part where you can't turn the ball over. You got to make sure that you're making the right decisions.
Absolutely, yeah. This is critical time now. You have under 2.5 minutes, and you got to protect the ball.
Yeah.
If you remember, last time these two teams met on January 23rd, it came down to a turnover on the Rams' offensive side on the right side of the court. For your perspective here at Ram Nation Gymnasium, right side of the court. Rams lost the ball. Shepard tossed it to Bowman. He hit a game-winning shot as the clock hit triple zeros.
I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, you just got to protect the ball here. It's going to come – I genuinely believe that it's going to come down to the last team to make the turnover here.
Absolutely. I mean, and this has been a good basketball game late. I mean, 4 minutes left, the energy switch. The switch flipped, and the energy level rose.
I mean, that's exactly what you like to see. I mean, just a great basketball game, high energy. It's really fun.
Absolutely. 2:31 left to go, 41-39. The Rams lead here by 2 at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Lucas Kim will inbound for the Vikings. He gives it to Bowman, who has 12 tonight. Medeiros on the other side of the court, leading all scorers with 21. Ball back in Bowman's hands. He gives it to Shepard. Now to Kim. Bowman puts his dribble down, gives it to Jones, who brings it out. Now driving. Can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line for 2.
I mean, just trying to stop him from making that easy layup. I mean, there's nothing really you could do there. That's just trying to play some defense.
Feet were set, the hands were right up. I mean, I don't know what more you want. Ty Jones a chance to tie the game. Knocks the first one down. 1-point game here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Huge implications. As we take another look at this, you see him driving, and Fitzgerald just, I don't know, maybe they called a push in the back. I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Misses the second. Kovaleski gets the rebound. Fitzgerald now will bring it up the court for the Rams. Crossing half court. 1:57 left in this one. It's a 1-point game. The Rams need a basket. Fitzgerald puts his dribble down. Gives it to Kovaleski inside. Shalingo for 3. And it's good! Huge shot by Shalingo, knocking it down.
You love to see that. A fan in the student section said, "Let Shalingo shoot," and he shot it and it went right in.
Oh my goodness, Shalingo, you are crazy. Just when we needed one, he comes up huge. Shepard now working on Medeiros. Medeiros goes straight up. Shepard able to lay it in. Timeout called. Wow.
I mean, that's a huge three there from Schlingo. I mean, there's no other way to put it. That's just a great three. Just stood, took his time, and there was pressure coming, but he just kept his stride and made a perfect shooting motion, went right into the net.
Yeah, talk about clinical. That was clinical in the most stressful situation possible. So, John, for the Rams now, you got a 2-point lead. We'll actually take another look at this quick shot by Shalingo. Calm, cool, and collected.
I mean, yeah, it was just great to see. I mean, great defense there from Medeiros. Unfortunately, just couldn't stop him there. But I mean, Springford, just a minute left. You really, like we said before, just got to limit the turnovers, and you just got to take the right shot. You don't want to force up something because you're in the moment. You know, you just got to wait for that right shot.
Yeah, 1:07 left to go at Ram Nation Gymnasium. 2-point lead, 44-42. The Rams are up. John, what do the Rams have to do to win this basketball game?
To win this basketball game, they have to stay calm, cool, and collective, and just play good defense. Don't let Bowman get hot in this last minute here, and like he did in the overtime, hit that clutch three. You just want to keep the ball, I think, out of Bowman's hands.
Kovaleski brings the ball up the court for the Rams, giving it to Shalingo. We're under a minute to go. Kovaleski with the ball, picks up his dribble, able to get it to Shalingo. Upper Merion bringing on the press. Shalingo loses it for a second. Timeout called by Springford. What a series of events.
I mean, that's not what you want to see. I mean, Shalingo had it for a second, and he almost turned it over like he did in that Upper Merion game, which you would not. I do not want to see that happen again.
Oh,
you just
no.
want to, like I said, stay calm. I mean, it seems like they're starting to rush their dribble a little bit, not dribble with their head down. Just gonna take your time.
Yeah, I mean, 55 seconds or 50 seconds or whatever it is a lot in a basketball game. I mean, you have time to draw up a play. Anything can happen in 2 or 3 seconds.
Exactly. I mean, you have to expect Upper Merion to start fouling at some point as well while you're holding on to the ball.
Absolutely. And Springford this season has been a pretty good free throw shooting team. So if that time comes where Upper Merion starts to foul, it should be okay for the Rams. It'll be Springford ball. Timeout called while it was in their possession. Fitzgerald will inbound. The Rams have gone stacked. Santiago open in the corner. Gets it to Fitzgerald. Now to Kovaleski for Medeiros. Oh, left-handed jam, Trey Medeiros. Wow.
The one-handed jam.
Oh my.
That man has ice in his veins, just dunked all over him.
We're going to take another look at this disrespect thrown down by Trey Medeiros. Little no-look pass from Kovaleski. Medeiros stares down Shepard.
Oh my gosh.
4-point game. Chance for a 3-point play. Medeiros was fouled and he gets it.
I mean, talk about a takeover. Oh my.
47-42 with 34 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game. Shepard puts his dribble down, lays it up and in. 3-point game. Shalingo's fouled. Springford has 8 team fouls. Upper Merion with 5. Upper Merion with a couple fouls to give.
Yeah, 2 fouls to give.
Shalingo finds Kovaleski, who gives it back, and he's fouled. 6th team foul.
One more foul here, so they get to go to the line. Just got to waste as much time as possible here before you get fouled.
Yeah. 16.6 seconds. 3-point game winner will come back on Friday night to play Pope John Paul in the semifinal.
That should be a good game as well, whichever team goes on to
Absolutely.
play them.
I mean, this game has not disappointed here late.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
Shalingo will head to the line. It'll be a one-on-one. If he makes the first, he'll get a second. This is huge for the Rams.
Gotta make this a 2-possession game here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Makes the first. 4-point game.
This is another big free throw here. If you can extend it to 5, that'd be huge.
48-44 with 15.4 seconds to go. When we come back, Shalingo will shoot his second free throw.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. So when I met Narnese, she started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
15.4 seconds left to go here at Ram Nation Gymnasium. Winner with a date with PJP, the PAC semifinal basketball game. 48-44. Tatum with the ball in the corner. Reverse is good. Timeout called by Upper Merion. It's crunch time now. 6.3 seconds. It's a 2-point game. The Rams need a basket.
They do. I mean, I'd imagine that they're just going to foul them right away when they get inbound the ball. You just got to make these 2 free throws.
We're going to take a look at our replay booth. Well, there's the mopper, and we love to see the Springford youth getting involved here.
Look, it's great to see. Just getting rid of that sweat that's down there. It's making it safe for everyone.
Also, here's the replay. This is what we were waiting for. You see Tatum just goes with the reverse, lays it up in and off the glass. It's a great play.
I mean, he's just a strong presence for being a freshman, especially. He's really young. I mean, he's going to be here and be a force to reckon with for a long time.
I didn't even realize he was a freshman. Yeah, I mean that's going to be really huge for Upper Merion in this basketball program. I mean, to have a guy that young getting this kind of experience. All right, John. Springford's got 6 seconds to do something here. What do you think Coach Talley's drawing up in the huddle?
I mean, Coach Talley's definitely going to draw up a play to most likely get it into Shalingo's hands. Let him get to the line, make those 2 free throws. But if Shalingo's not open, I feel like they might try and go to Fitzgerald here. He's also been a pretty good free throw shooter down recently. It'll be just try to get the ball into Shalingo's hands here.
2-point game. Kovaleski to inbound for the Rams. He finds Fitzgerald. He's fouled right away, like you said. A little over a second ran off the clock. So Fitzgerald will go to the line. He'll shoot a one-on-one.
Big free throw here.
Seriously. Huge implications. If he makes one, it's a 3-point game. If he makes both, it's a 2-possession game. He has to make the first to get a second. Lots of pressure. Misses. Medeiros getting up for the rebound. He's fouled. 3.1 seconds to go.
Huge rebound there by Medeiros. That was almost very bad there after the miss by Fitzgerald. Huge rebound, and Medeiros has a chance to ice this game here.
Wow. If you think about it, Trey Medeiros really put the Springford team on his back. 24 points. I'm going to go with 6 or 7 rebounds, and that's the game. Trey Medeiros helping Springford get this victory. They will head to the PAC semifinal game against PJP with their win 48-46 over the Upper Merion Vikings. Great game tonight, John.
I mean, it really was a great game overall. The first quarter was very slow with only 10 points in it, but then it just really picked up all the way straight through ever since that first quarter. That fourth quarter, the last 5 minutes, got really interesting. The crowd got into it. It was really fun to watch.
Absolutely. We're going to send it up to the studio for a post-game analysis. For Johns, the Wizlack, and the rest of our crew here at RCTV, thank you and have a great night.
Hello and welcome back to the Steve Bonnet's TV studio after a great game, Springford Upper Merion. Springford coming out on top, 48-46. Game was down to the wire. I'm Anthony Bamford, here with the mic'd up Matt Dunn. Matt, what did you see Springford do in the second half? Well,
they had to go away from Trey for a bit. Clark checked in there. He seemed to slow Trey down. Springford wasn't really getting them the ball. And they went to some other players who really stepped up. Schillinger hit a big three at the end. He hit that one big free throw. I mean, Cressley too. Cressley too came in, had 6 points, 3 for 3 shooting. I mean, they needed that. Yeah, certainly. The Rams certainly stepped it up. We talked about only 3 or 4 Rams scored in the first half. That number increased to 5 or 6 scoring in the second half. So the Rams certainly involved more people on offense. And, you know, Trey Medeiros, the star of the game, he had 24 points. And that dunk at the end was just nasty. And the other thing you got to look at is Bowman. You knew he wasn't going to stay cold. He was going to get hot. He ends up with 12 points. He came back. He put them back in the game. But you have to weather that run, and that's exactly what Springford did. Springford did a great job, you know, keeping Bowman, you know, contested. Every shot he took, he had a hand in his face. And, you know, great shooters like him will make those shots even when they have a hand in their face. But the Rams did a great job limiting Bowman, you know, forcing other Upper Merion players to come step up, which they did. Shepard went for 13, Jones went for 7, Kim went for 8. But, you know, the Rams just really stepped up and rallied defensively there. And at the end, when we were shooting one-on-ones, you know, the Rams, you know, Trey Medeiros had 2 offensive rebounds off the free throws. Nate Santiago had that offensive rebound there at the end and kicked it out to Trey to ice the game. And, you know, just those little hustle plays. And Springford definitely out-hustled Upper Merion there in the second half. I mean, I think another storyline is, I mean, Tatum had a big game the last time these two teams played. Tonight he has 4 points. I mean, that's big. That's big for the Rams. And win a game by 2 points now, move on to play PJP. I think you're going to need a similar effort from Trey. Hopefully you get Scrocky back, but should be another good one Saturday. It definitely will be another good game coming up, Springford and PJP. But, you know, getting back, the Rams, they only missed 1 or 2 free throws there down the stretch. And, you know, free throw shooting has been an issue that has been a concern for Springford throughout the entire season. And, you know, they just shot great from the stripe. And I think that's big because late in the game, you need to come up with those free throws, and that's exactly what they did. I think Trey, obviously, I mean, he went 4 for 6 from the line. You had 2 for 2 for Kowalski. I mean, I think you keep doing that, you keep doing this, you're going to find yourself in a PAC final. Definitely, and come, you know, later down the stretch when you get into those, you know, PAC championship, district playoff games, when you can make those free throws down the stretch and, you know, come up big in, you know, situations where you need to be clutch, that's how you win games. And certainly that helped Springford win. You know, they only had 1, 2, maybe even 3 turnovers compared to Upper Merion's 4+ turnovers. And, you know, whenever you don't turn the ball over, you're in for a successful game. I think Springford should feel really good about where they're at going into, I mean, postseason plays right on the corner districts. We're obviously in PAC postseason play, but I think even Kowalski, I mean, he only scored 6 points, which is low for him. And I think the fact that you were able to see this go down the list of just players who also were able to chip in, I think that's big because, I mean, Scrocky's out and he's one of your best players. So you get a win tonight. Shows a lot of character about the team. It does. It shows the character and how hard, you know, the Rams wanted this game and how hard they fought for it. And, you know, it's great to see Scrocky's shoes getting filled while he's out. You know, we hope he has a speedy recovery because the Rams would love to have him back. And, you know, they just did a great job. This Upper Merion team was a team that had kind of a slow start in the season. They had a lot of injuries, and, you know, that got them off to, I believe, a 3-6 start. And, you know, this Upper Merion team that they beat tonight is no joke. They are a very skilled, very well-rounded team, and just a big win. I mean, I'll say this. I think Upper Merion's a team to watch these next couple of years. I mean, Bowman, sophomore, Tatum, freshman. I mean, those are 2 really good players that are going to be at Upper Merion hopefully for a long time. So that'll do it for us here from the Steve Bonnet's TV studio. Springford, the 3 seed, comes out on top 48-46 against Upper Merion. For Matt Dunn and the rest of the RCTV crew, I'm Anthony Bamford. Good night.